Okay, this is the Top Cut Events Peoria Regional. Think this is round, does it say anywhere? Around 8? Okay. It's gonna be the Goofy Mirror, against 7 and Howie. I was at this regional, I played Goofy, I did not do too well. So maybe watching this I can learn a thing or two. The thing I'm most interested to see what these players do is if they take the first two hits early, or like if it's only a one card counter, if they like counter the first hit and like stay at 4 life. So we'll see. I'm a big fan of 7-0. I like watching him play. I'm pretty sure he plays very fast though, so I will try to keep up. Not as familiar with the player on the right, Howie, but I'm sure they're both very, very talented and good at the game. I mean, they're undefeated round 8, so looks like the player on the left just passes, and player on the right opens 2. Double 2-drop going second, which is very, very, very strong for the mirror. Assuming the player on the right won the die roll. Howie won die roll because he got to go second. Okay, we play Daz Bones, draw 1, leader effect, we stand 2. Maybe we have a 3-cost avant cover and anything else to play out here. 2-cost Galdino. Okay, I do run this card as a 1-up in my deck. Just for like the mirror to clear board and go for some weird lethals sometimes. But plays it on play, rest a 5-cost or less. And he rests the Daz Bones and then swings 5 into the Daz Bones. Daz Bones is stronger than Bon Clay in the mirror because of the 2k power base stat line, so it can trade into the board in the mirror without committing a Dawn attachment a lot of the times. Goofy on the right plays Crocodile, picks up Bon Clay, plays Bon Clay, 6/6. Okay, so yeah, 7 on the left just takes the first hit, even if it's just a 1/2k counter. Okay, we play Luffy, grab a 2k, pass. 5 Dawn, we really want to play Buggy Prisoner here. Croc's like the second best thing, but Buggy Prisoner is by far our best play here. Well, we'll see. Well, I'm interested to see what he does this turn. I can't see his hand. He keeps it off screen, but usually on 5 Dawn we want a Buggy Prisoner. He's probably like thinking about maybe playing Croc and replaying Galdino and swinging into like a Bon Clay. But there's a Croc blocker, so it doesn't. I'm not sure if it even does that much here. I mean, he'll probably get the Bon Clay if he does that, but that's probably what he's thinking about. Yeah, interesting. Starts with a 6k, so it's probably a Crocodile turn here. Yeah, so he does just take, even though it's just so. Okay, so plays Croc, picks up, replays, draws 1. The effects bar just swings 7. Or if he has another 2-drop, play another 2-drop. Or 6 in a Luffy. 6 in a Luffy would probably be ideal because you get a card out and you get to play another body. So block 1k. Luffy, yep. Top 3 frame pull down. Probably grabbing Galdino. That's really the only thing I saw in the search. I couldn't really see anything else. Grabs a buggy. Okay, so yeah, for next turn. Passes the turn. Six Dawn turn for the player on the right, Howie. Looks like he does have buggy. I'm assuming there's a prisoner in there. Yeah, he has buggy prisoner this turn. Starts with a 6 lead. So yeah, he does just take as well. Interesting. Okay, so that's what I've been doing, but sometimes it feels like you can just get overwhelmed. So plays buggy prisoner. Leader effects, stands 2. And imagine we just go like 6-6 with Bon Clay and, yeah, Bon Clay and Luffy. So 5 different characters on the field with different names. Luffy gets to swing for 6,000 power, 1,000 power for each character, and then 1,000 power from the Dawn. And 6,000 from Bon Cray. Imagine we just block 1k this. If he wants to turn Croc sideways, he can. He probably just should turn it sideways. Like, you want to get as many swings into your opponent in the mirror as you can. So I imagine how he's going to swing with the crocodile as well. Yep. And I'm assuming this is just going to go straight at life. I don't think there's a point to swing at the crocodile. We want to demand a 2k instead of just a 1k here. Let's put really big pressure on him. Because if Seven's in a situation where he doesn't have a 2k, it feels really, really bad to take this life. But you also don't want to tell your opponent you have no 2ks, you know? But maybe double 1k is correct here. And maybe he just does not have a 2k, and that's why he's thinking about it so long. Or his only 2k is a prisoner, and he needs it for next turn. Yeah, decides to take it. But to be honest, taking it is kind of the same thing as double 1k. It's actually where, I mean, Howie probably knows he shouldn't be taking that, so he probably knows he doesn't have a 2k in his hand that he at least wants to give up. If he buggy prisoners here, he's got to play over something. Start with a 3 into the Bon Clay with the Galdino, perhaps. We gotta clear some stuff so we just don't like die to restand event. Yep. Starts with a 3 into Bon Clay with the Galdino. Activate main gives this blocker. Now I want to mention something. People don't run the card really, but in the mirror match, technically you should not give the prisoner blocker unless you intend to block with it on that swing, because the Luffy, the 4-cost rush Luffy from the starter deck, rests a blocker on play, or not on play. When attacking, it rests a blocker. So if you give this blocker ahead of time, they can rest it. But if you wait to give it blocker on the swing you're gonna block with it, then they can't rest it. So like now if 7 were to play like the Luffy, I mean he does play hella 1-ofs. I don't even think he plays the Luffy though. He could swing like 6 into like this crocodile, rest this, and then play like a Luna or something, you know? Or just like 6 at life, rest the blocker, play a Luna. You know, he could just like do some stuff. Like he could, is that 7 Dawn? What, 4? It costs 5 Dawn to give it rush. 5. Yeah, so he could like do that and play Croc. He could swing like 2 into 0 here, 6 into life or the Croc. I don't know. It's just a niche thing. I'm going on a tangent, but it is something to keep in mind. It's not really that big a deal in this situation specifically, because like it's not like he's going for lethal or anything, or can threaten lethal at all. I mean, he still has 3 life, so I just thought it was interesting. He's swinging 5. I'm assuming that 5 was at live. He just decides to block. Really, just 0 into 0. Okay, we're probably gonna buggy prisoner over it then? I'm not sure. Six at something. Assuming life if he didn't point at a character. Yeah, 2k. Six at life. Takes this one. So trigger card at a 0 cost event. That's probably what it was. Gum Gum Rain. I think it bounces a 3 cost to the owner's hand. Not really worth triggering here. Just keep the counter in hand. Buggy. On play draw 1, play a prisoner. Replace. Decisive for replace Galdino. I guess because Luffy can swing bigger. And freezes those two with I Know You're Strong. I Know You're Strong is basically a mini Luna. It's 3 Dawn for. Oh, those are frozen. It's easy to forget. It's basically 3 Dawn to freeze 2 7 cost instead of like the whole board of 7 cost and less. 7 cost or less. Okay, and we Gravity Blade the Buggy Prisoner, negating that whole turn. Not really. Well, kind of. Because we're also going to clear 2 bodies. So we cleared 4 bodies here and established. Oh, wow. Whoa, wow, 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 wow. Jet Cover and bottom decking of 4. So we just cleared the whole board. And we get to keep our board. And we're still at 2 life. So now 7 really needs to like. It's just really tough now. Needs to reestablish a board. Okay, so we probably just have to go for lethal soon. So we probably just have to swing out life, reestablish a board, and hope we kill him next turn. I hope we survive his next turn and kill him next turn. Yeah, so Buggy. It's a prisoner, leader effect, we stand 2, and maybe like a 2 cost into a croc would be ideal. Or green Ivankov. Just anything that lets us play 2 bodies out, 2 more bodies out would be ideal. Okay, wait, oof, that's not great, honestly. Galdino, freezing the Buggy, I assume. Yeah, that was not ideal. We really need to go wider than just these 2 bodies. I think he does run a 1-up champion rifle, so if he has that, he could survive here. Perhaps. Just float 2 Dawn. And Howie on the right just starts with a 6 out lead, testing the waters. How many 2Ks you have left? I know you didn't have any earlier. 7 goes at 2K. And another 6, and he might have ran out of 2Ks because now he's thinking about it. Yeah, because he blocks 1. Block 1K. Yeah, we're going to play our own Galdino in response and freeze the Buggy from attacking. Leader effect, we stand 2 Verdon. And if we have a Boa here, we probably just win the game. No Boa in the hand. Another Buggy Prisoner. It's looking like the play here. And then maybe swinging into the... We don't really need to swing into the prisoner. We can just swing at life and put him to 0. But he probably does have counter events which can only be used on the prisoner. And he block 1k, so he probably doesn't have 2k. So if we can swing 8 into this prisoner, or just 7 into it, probably dies. 8, it definitely dies, I would assume. So Looks like he's gonna swing 8 and then play another buggy prisoner. Is he swinging at life here? Because it's still 2 cards. If he wants to give an event 1k. Or just takes it. Okay. We still have 5 Dawn. Still gonna commit to playing buggy. Buggy into prisoner. And passes. So 7 has like 3 attacks at the most, and all 3 would have to go through if he wants to go for lethal with a card like Brook. Which, honestly, is his only play. Looks like he's dead next turn. I don't know how else he can start out this game, but we'll see if he can. I think he does have an okay-sized hand. Looks like 9 cards. I can't really tell. If he has a Galdino Brook, which would be the best numbers, he could go let's see here. 2 for Galdino, restand 2, 6 for Brook, have 4 up. You could go like 7, and then tap it, put 2 rested onto the prisoner, 8. He could go like 7, 10, 10, resting the prisoner. Which is not. I mean, I've had worse lethals that I've had to go through, so it's not like awful. But he just needs to counter a 7k, and he has and the opponent has a 6-card hand. I guess we can start with a 7 and see what the opponent does. Because if he takes the 7, then we just go for it. We just go 10-10 with Brook, rest of the prisoner. Even though it's not that good. Like, we have to think, like, can we really survive another turn? And he's thinking he can. Or he's gonna at least try to. Probably target a buggy, yeah. He stands 2, 8 Dawn left for the turn to play with. So DMG Luna, because he knows he probably can't restand event with 4 characters sharing names. Or, I guess, 2 buggies and prisoners. Okay, so does DMG Luna. Is attempting to stall out 1 more turn. And plays the buggy, hopefully finds a 2k here. Not on Instagram. I think I saw a Galdino in the search. Do not think he is surviving another turn though, no matter what. He's already played Luna, and I know you're strong. I would just grab the 2k, the Galdino, the green one. I mean, I think if Howie has Brook, he still dies. Maybe that's what 7's doing. The math for Brook. The math for Brook is wow. He does not grab the 2k. Grabs the 1k. So he thinks he survived without grabbing the 2k. So you really think that's gonna save him for another turn though? He does not have Brook. If he did have Brook, he has 6 cards in hand. I think he does die. No Dawn up, 6 cards in hand. If he had Brook, he plays it. He goes like 9-8. Numbers don't really matter because of he's at 0 life. 7, 8, 9, 10. Theoretically, he could get out of 9-8, but likely not. Does play a Galdino of his own, targeting the buggy. goes. Looks like he's going 8 at life. This is why I think Green Ivankov still has a place in the deck. Because if 7 goes Green Ivankov into another different named character, preferably the Green Galdino, I think Howie probably dies to restand, like a forced restand event. So I think Green Ivankov is still good. Like 7 gets to go like 5. He needs to go like 5, 6, 8. He should go 5, 6, 8. Wow, just blocks and dies. Wow. Because I think he's gonna try to play another turn because he grabbed another Galdino. And now Howie is set up for a restand event if he wants 5. Oh wait, no, he's not. He basically is. He can just replace the Croc. He can like attach 2 Dawn to the Croc and then play the 2k Galdino over it. Get value, like double value of the Dawn. But yeah, if 7 this turn, if the prisoner would have to still survived, he could do Green Ivankov into Green Galdino and go 5, 6, 8, 5, 6, 10. 5, 6. Which I don't know if is enough because he played a blocker. But would at least have the option. Now maybe he would. I'm assuming he has Gravity Blade in his hand if he thinks he can play another turn because he grabbed the Galdino. But even if that's true, Galdino Gravity Blade doesn't establish anything. Starts with a Galdino, sees what he draws. Or maybe he wants to swing with the Luffy, so it's a different character name. But that's still like 2 Dawn he's got to commit if he wants to. And then he can still just block for the with the 6k Croc. Starts with a 5. I'm pretty convinced it's super safe to block here. He's already played Luna and I Know You're Strong. Like, I think it's very, very safe to just block. Draws 2, freezes the buggy again. It's gotta be buggy. It's like anything but Croc. But honestly, if he restands, you're always dead, so it doesn't really matter. Crocodile. Oof. I guess we're picking up buggy. No. Wow, there is another Luna in his deck. Wow, wow, wow. That honestly does surprise me. Okay, interesting. And he plays Dead Man's Game for 4, rest the Dawn in the Croc, later effect, restand 2, and probably just puts it all on later. No, the math is the same. It doesn't matter. The math is the same. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Am I being dumb? I mean, we can just go 7 and then the rest anyway. 7-11. Shout out. 0 cost. And then 11. He has to have no bricks in hand. He has to have 3 1k. Oh, he's just gonna go 9. Oh, 9's enough. He did have the G-Blade in hand. So I think he was planning on G-Blading Galdinoing, and maybe he drew the Luna off of something. Shows the Galdino. Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't just jam. You have 2 done up. I think I had 2 counter events. Just play it safe because he knows he doesn't die next turn. With the 2 counter events. This is his hand. His counter event, so he has +3, +3, 2k, 2k. Oh, that's the Ivankov. 2k, 2k, 1k, 1k, 2k. Yeah, so he knows he just never dies if he just swings 9 and leaves 2 Dawn up. Well, unless if he plays his own DMG, maybe? If he plays his own DMG, well... Swings 9, he has to give him 3 cards, so we'd have to literally like top deck DMG and have a 2k Ivankov left in his hand. And then he dies to that exact combo, which is like super unlikely. I think he dies. What would the math be? So DMG for 2 basically, and DMG is basically free if you have the 2k Galdino and 2 6ks on board. So the 6ks become 8ks, and then the Luffy becomes a 4k basically, a 5k with a Dawn. So we get to go. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 swings. There's a counter 2 with no Dawn up. He can probably still do it. Once he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counter cards, 3 2Ks, 2 1Ks. The math is those are 8s, and then we have 6 Dawn to play with. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's kind of bad. No, he still gets out. Even as both his lives are bricks. I believe it's 8, 8. Well, we should probably start with a 7, but it's bad. We can either go 8, 8, 8, 8, or we can go 7, 7, 7, 9, 9. And he just has to counter 2 swings. And we can do that even if both our lives are bricks. Yeah, so, yeah. This is just a super safe play, what he did. Just swinging the 9, leaving 2 up. I mean, he would literally have to, like, have a 2k Galdino in his hand and top deck the 4 cost of Ivankov, so that's, like, probably never happening anyway. Yep. Very heads up play. Very interesting game. It kind of looks like 7. Sammy just lost because he had no 2Ks early and had to just end up playing not to lose instead of to win the game. He had to play like way too defensively because he went down really, really early because he had no 2Ks when he had to take that. When he had to go down to 1, he had no 2Ks. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I believe Howie goes on to win the entire event, so very interesting. Well, there's that.